So when the LDS Saints came up from Utah or the western states up to Canada, they traveled across the border and they went through the plains and some coulees and there's some rivers and they traveled far. What one area that they went through right near the border of Canada and the United States was later called Whiskey Gap. The reason being is after the Saints went through there, others migrated through as well, and they used dead animals like dead pigs and dead cows to smuggle whiskey through the border. But that just quickly got associated with the early Saints because so many of them were intermingling. And so this area in southern Alberta, right near the border of Montana, is commonly known as the Whiskey Gap area, where the LDS Saints came through to Canada. And so my mom, she grew up in a little town called Del Bonita, which is right near Whiskey Gap, maybe 20 minutes from it. Her dad was a rancher, and her mom was a rancher as well. And so she grew up out there with the cows, the pigs, combines, the whole deal. And her dad eventually sold the land off to another farmer, and they moved into McGrath. And McGrath is a small town, still close to Whiskey Gap, but a little farther away. And so she had been around this cowboy culture for the longest time, and she wanted to do something to honor her dad, because he had made spurs, he had made belts, he'd made boots, he'd made buckles, he's made the saddles and everything that you can think of. And so she wanted to honor all of the leather work he did, so she started making custom leather bags and called it Whiskey Gap. And now she makes custom bags for people. They contact her online. She has deals to get into some women's boutiques, and it's really taken off. So that's the story of the Whiskey Gap Leather Company. So Whiskey Gap has a lot of history to it. Whiskey Gap is the name of my mom's leather company, but the reason that she chose that name sets up the whole story of the company, and it helps the consumers and the people that want to buy your products understand what they're getting and the value behind it.